Star Wars The Clone Wars is not just only one of the best pieces of Star Wars media, but one of the greatest animated shows of all time. Covering the 3-year gap between episodes 2 and 3, the series shows the Clone Wars, a period of galactic civil war that was first mentioned in the original Star Wars way back in 1977.
You fought in the Clone Wars?
Yes. I was once a Jedi Knight, the same as your father.
The final season wrapped up this year, and what better way to send it off than looking back at its best story arcs? Welcome to Patrol Clip, and today we'll be giving our picks for the top 10 best story arcs in Star Wars The Clone Wars. But before we punch it into a galaxy far, far away, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for more videos just like this one. Also, please keep in mind there are some spoiler alerts, so if you have not seen the show, please make sure you keep that in mind before you watch. So here we go. Number 10, The Clone Cadets. One of the most important characters in the show are the clones themselves, and what better way to introduce them than through an arc that shows they're trained and sent off to war. In these episodes, we're introduced to the rookie clones from the Domino Squad, the most important members being Fives and Echo, who later return in seasons 6 and 7 respectively. It follows their journey through the training facility on Kamino, where they bond and grow closer as they rise through their ranks. When the Separatists invade the facility, their bond becomes unbreakable as they defend their homeworld and lose a fellow comrade in the process. 99, you were the best. A great arc that everyone should see if they want to understand the clones a little more, and it definitely makes you have an emotional connection to them in later episodes. Number 9, the Mandalore Trilogy. Mandalore is an important location in the Clone Wars, and this arc sets up a storyline that continues until its last few episodes. When a pacifist Mandalore is threatened by a terrorist organization called Death Watch, Obi-Wan Kenobi goes to investigate and encounters a familiar face from the past, Duchess Satine, someone he actually used to harbor feelings for. As the arc progresses and the situation becomes more dire when she's captured by an assassin, we get to see Obi-Wan conflicted over his emotions, which is rarely seen from his character. There's also a neat little duel between the leader of Death Watch, Pre Vizsla, voiced by Jon Favreau, and Kenobi, where we get introduced to one of the series' most legendary weapons, the Darksaber, but more on that later. An all-around essential arc that introduces quite a bit of important characters and locations alike. Number 8, the NIGHTSISTER Trilogy. Asajj Ventress is one of the new characters who is introduced in the series, and these 3 episodes explore her character and make her more than just Dooku's assassin. When Palpatine contacts Dooku to wipe out Ventress, because, Sith Lord has to be cautious, right? Dooku reluctantly agrees and betrays her. After escaping from a destroyed ship and killing some space pirates, she makes her way to Dathomir, the home planet of the Nightsisters and Darth Maul's species as well. Here we are introduced to Savage Opress, a brute replacement for Dooku who is secretly Ventress's puppet. A whole plot involving Opress, Dooku, and Ventress is set into motion, and the pace of the episodes really picks up once you start watching. Plus, we get a little bit of information at the end that a familiar face might still be alive. Number 7, the UMBARA arc. These 4 episodes serve as a perfect indicator for the dark turn the series takes after Season 3. They follow Rex and the 501st at a tense battlefront on the planet Umbara led by Jedi Master Pong Krell, who has a severe disrespect and lack of care towards clones. With a significantly darker tone and some significant revelations about how bleak the future looks for the clones, it's quite an arc. And Krell is one of the most hated villains in all of Star Wars. It's interesting to see his philosophies about the Jedi Order and the clones, and the camaraderie of the clones discovering how they can be good individuals and soldiers. A must-see for fans of the clones and for those who want to strengthen their emotional connection to them. Number 6, Darth Maul returns. Many fans were surprised and uneasy to find out that the legendary Darth Maul was actually still alive after his duel with Obi-Wan on Naboo. Usually, when characters get resurrected in Star Wars, it doesn't turn out all that great. But boy, were we wrong about this one. When we see Maul for the first time in years, completely insane and rocking some gruesome spider legs, he is a broken, hollow shell of the legendary Sith he once was. Played by the ever-so-brilliant Sam Witwer, who you may all recognize as the actor who helped bring Starkiller to life in the Force Unleashed video games, Maul goes through quite the change in these few episodes, returning to Dathomir and having the Nightsisters clear his head. And and then setting a plan of revenge in motion against Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan comes after him, of course, but he soon realizes that this isn't the same Maul he fought years ago. An epic duel comes out of it, which sees Obi-Wan aided by the unlikely ally of Asajj Ventress. Quite the return, and an essential arc that every Star Wars fan should see, as it sets up Maul as a threatening foe for the rest of the series. You still with us? Great. Don't break your Jedi concentration, because we are about to get into not just the best Clone War episodes, but some of the best Star Wars content, period. Number 5. The Clone Conspiracy Arc. This story arc is one of the most tragic and compelling in the entire series. The episodes follow Clone Trooper 5's as he uncovers Palpatine's conspiracy with inhibitor chips after Trooper Tuff's malfunction during battle, causing him to kill a Jedi Master. Besides serving as foreshadowing for Order 66 in Episode 3, it also shows more of our beloved clones sadly being betrayed by the very people they look up to. And 5's last stand is one of the most heartbreaking moments in the show. A tragic arc that gives you a full taste of what's to come in the future, and one of the saddest in the series. Number 4. The Shadow Conspiracy Arc. Remember when we said that Darth Maul was a threatening foe? Well, in this arc, he becomes more than that, and takes his place as one of the best villains in all of Star Wars. This arc continues the Mandalore storyline and sees Maul rise to power as the ruler of Mandalore after killing Pre Vizsla and capturing Duchess Satine. And who else would want to answer the call than Obi-Wan himself, going to rescue his former love and to try to stop Maul? However, if the last few episodes haven't been an indicator for anything, Obi-Wan and Satine are captured, and it leads to one of Obi-Wan's most important and emotional moments, when Maul murders Satine in front of his eyes. It not only serves as an emotional moment for Kenobi, but also a high point in his and Maul's rivalry. All of this takes place in the arc's final episode, The Lawless, regarded as one of the best episodes in the show. If the loss of Satine wasn't enough for fans, guess who shows up to clean up Maul's mess at the end of the episode? Our old Sith friend, Palpatine. An incredibly epic lightsaber duel ensues between Maul, Savage, and Palpy, and it's clear that he's simply toying with them throughout the entire duel, killing Savage and capturing Maul. What an episode. What an even better arc. Number 3. AHSOKA leaves the Jedi Council. Ahsoka Tano is one of, if not the most important characters introduced in the Clone Wars show. Throughout the different seasons, we've seen her grow from a snarky Padawan to a matured one, and in this arc, she goes through quite a bit to get to a character-defining moment. After being blamed for an attack on the Jedi Council, she tries to clear her name before she's put on trial, and a compelling story ensues. Turns out that the actual perpetrator was none other than Barriss Offee, her best friend. If the betrayal wasn't enough, Ahsoka's faith in the Jedi Council is lost after being falsely accused, and it's the Jedi Order not taking responsibility for their actions, using the Force as an excuse, that solidifies her decision to leave. What follows is one of the most heartfelt and heartbreaking moments in the show, when Anakin confronts Ahsoka outside the Jedi Order with a setting sun behind them. Ahsoka leaving the Jedi Order is a character-defining moment for her, and one that definitely made fans care and understand her character a whole lot more. Number 2. The Siege of Mandalore. In the final arc of Season 7, we have one of the best pieces of Star Wars media to have come out in recent memory. Referenced once in Star Wars Rebels by Rex, this battle is one that fans were anxiously awaiting. It serves as a perfect conclusion to the series, covering the siege itself, Order 66, and Ahsoka's final moments with Rex before they go their separate ways, until Rebels. There are spine-chilling moments like Darth Maul's speech in the throne room, the duel between Maul and Ahsoka, Rex receiving Order 66, and the appearance of Darth Vader in the final moments of the episode. There are also heartbreaking moments like the last meeting between Anakin and Ahsoka, clone troopers with an Ahsoka design firing at her during Order 66, and later Ahsoka herself watching over the graves of her falling comrades. Accompany that with a Blade Runner-esque score from Kevin Kiner and spectacular animation, this arc is one of the best in the series, and a welcome follow-up piece for Revenge of the Sith. Well, folks, we've made it this long, and really, all these episodes are great. But we think that this arc is probably the best one in the series, so execute Order Number 1 on the Mortis arc. Now, when you think of Star Wars, you probably think lightsabers, space battles, and epic duels. You might also think of compelling stories about family, tragic downfalls, and the Force. The Mortis Act has all of the latter, and it's our favorite arc of the entire series. I mean, what more can really be said? It's well known in the Star Wars fandom and praised by many. The episode follows Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Ahsoka, who are stuck on a mysterious planet and three beings of insane power in the Force. The son representing the dark side, the daughter representing the light side, and father representing the balance in the Force. Throughout the episodes, we see Anakin going through incredibly daunting tasks to prove his stature as the Chosen One, as well as a visit from Qui-Gon Jinn, with Liam Neeson returning to the role. One of the most important moments out of the 3 episodes is when we see the son show Anakin his future, with moments from episode 3 and 4 playing out, such as Obi-Wan's "You were my brother" line and the destruction of Alderaan. It's a lot to take in, and it shows how tragic Anakin's character arc really is. His mind was erased soon after, but it definitely stayed in ours. One of the most important pieces of Star Wars media, and honestly, an essential watch for any Star Wars fan, as it expands on Anakin's character, his prophecy, and the Force itself. Well, Stormtroopers, those are our picks for the best story arcs in Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Do you have a couple that we might have missed, perhaps? Let us know down in the comments below. And as always, be sure to force push that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for more videos just like this. And until next time. Da 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 da.